friends, and this is Jamie. I want to welcome you to my channel today. I hope you're all doing well and staying safe. Today I am filming from my desk. Haven't filmed from my desk for a while. Sometimes I film at my kitchen table, sometimes I do it at my desk. It's just whatever works. And since all the kids are home and it's during the weekend, I thought I would try to do it at my desk. That way I could close my bedroom door and hopefully it won't be too loud for you guys. This is my coloring journal, and so that means it is completed pages time for the month of October. Oh, October certainly has gone by fast. It's just one thing after another at my house. Yeah, I tried to do as many as I could. I had some down days. I had some up days. I had some I need to color relatively simple days throughout the month. But yeah, I tried to enjoy the process. I am going to flip through find my October spread. So I was planning on doing more YouTube videos in October, but I didn't do it. I only have the two, the plans and the completed pages for September. But it is what it is. That's life. And then I wrote down my hashtags and some of the things I didn't get done, some of the things I did get done. I just have to go with roll with the punches is what they call it, right? I did color at least 4 witches, and I did 2 potions, 3 ghosts. I did get 2 costumes, and I didn't get my vampire done, but that's okay. It's doing pretty good. This is my completed pages roster, and I got a total of 20 completed pages done. And this is my October tracker. I fill in the little spots every time I color that day. You could see the days that I've missed. I colored 19 days out of 31. Now, when I did my October plans video, I pulled a bunch of books. If you remember watching that video, I wrote down every book that I had pulled. And if I did color in it, I put a check mark. And I didn't color all of them, as you can clearly see, but I did color some, so that's always a good thing. I put my October stats right here, and then this is my how many pumpkins. I started filling in pumpkins, and I was doing the pink pumpkin challenge, so I was trying to color pink pumpkins, but I did get a few orange pumpkins here and there. I didn't color a pink haunted house, but I did get some pink ghosts in. Just to go through my October stats real quick for those that are interested. The total pages was 20, like I said. I had 4 buddy colors. Now, this does not include project books. This is just buddy colors on their own. I did 6 Color Your Hoard, so those are books that had been untouched. And then I did 26 pumpkins this month. So my year total is 133 pages. It's not nearly as much as in the past. I feel like as years progress, I'm getting less and less per year. And I think it's just the amount of time I have time for coloring. And I want to try to do a really good job. So I try to spend more time on my coloring projects and not go through them as quickly. So quality versus quality versus quantity type of a thing. So that's probably why my numbers have gone down. My YouTube subscribers went up a little bit. I'm at 4,738. Instagram went up a little bit as well, 3,185. And my Facebook members is 348. But I know I had 3 new ones just come in within the last couple days, so that number is different now. But I want to thank everybody who follows, likes, subscribes, all the support that you guys give me. It's awesome, and I really appreciate you in my coloring journey. And this is my buddy color list. I'm going to kind of keep this out so I know when I'm flipping through pages what is what. This is my little bookshelf, and I write down the books in these little books each month when I've colored in a book. I have yet to complete a bookshelf, like the whole page. I usually can get the first bookshelf pretty well, but I have yet to complete all 3 rows, so I haven't had the need to put in another bookshelf yet. These are my project books, and let me see, do I have a pen? Yeah, I didn't get done with that one. So I didn't get done with the Disney silhouettes with Meg. She got her 7 dwarves done, but I didn't get a chance to do it. And we both didn't get Cinderella done. I did get my Woodland Kingdom done that I do with Sherry and Christina. I managed to squeeze in the Cozy Spaces with that coloring group that I'm on with Instagram. I didn't get my Doggy Doodles done. That one's by Amanda. I didn't get my Mini Mania done. That's by Coloring Bumblebee. I did get Fairy Beauties done, and that's with Jenny's pages. I didn't get Gnome Sweet Gnome done, and that's with Ashley's Coloring Journey. And I did do my first one in Drawing the Timeline with Coloring Bika Mama, and so that one's checked. So I got a few of those done, but I didn't get all of them done. And I didn't work in my Alien Worlds or my World Heritage Journey Through Time by Erie. Those are no timeline project books. Since I haven't worked in Alien Worlds or this one for a couple months, I really want to at least start working on some of those pages in the month of November. But if I don't get a chance, then it is what it is. My November is gonna, I don't know how much coloring I'm gonna get done in November. I did start up a November spread, and I'll kind of go over some November plans when I have this more set up. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure how much I will get done in November. I'm going to pull my buddy color list just so I can see as I'm flipping through pages who colored with me so I don't lose track. And then we'll just kind of get started. So if you want to relax, get a drink, have a little snack, maybe you're coloring right now and you're just enjoying listening to my voice, that would be great too. If you have any questions or if you liked a certain page or anything like that, let me know in the comments. I love to hear from you, and if you want to message me on Instagram, that's cool too. And we'll just get started. So I did do some bookmarks for the month of October. I keep my bookmarks in this little zipper pouch thing that can go inside a happy planner. I got 2 done. So I got this one done, and it's Mickey Mouse, and there is a haunted house, but I wasn't able to color it pink because it was already black. But he's like going into this spooky haunted house thing, and I've laminated it, and all the bats are done with glitter gel pen, and then I used like a Halloween washi tape, and then I laminated it. So I got that one done, and then I also did Boo. So she's on Monsters Incorporated, and the background, I pretty much colored it straight, and then I outlined it with glitter gel pen. I don't know if you can see the glitter underneath the lamination, because I didn't want to color each one of these little monsters. I just wasn't feeling it. And since Boo is in a costume, because she's dressed up here, that counted for costume. So that works. I did have another one pulled. I think it was a Maleficent one, but I didn't get a chance to color that one. But that's okay. I set it aside for another day. So I tried to get least 1 or 2 bookmarks done each month, because I'm trying to color all my bookmarks in my bookmark collection. And if you make bookmarks, or if you're an illustrator and you do bookmarks and you would like me to color your bookmarks and show them on the channel, please let me know. I would be happy to color your bookmarks, because they don't take a lot of time and I really enjoy doing them, and I'm having fun having a little bookmark collection. Next, I'm going to show you my whips. So the first whip that I have is in this Polar Bear Adventure. I don't know exactly the title. I think it's like something about Polar Bear's Adventure or something like that. It's a Japanese coloring book, and I wanted to start the Halloween page. So I started it right here, and I did count these pumpkins, by the way, because I finished them, and I didn't finish the page, obviously, but I have Inktense pencils, and I activated them using an alcohol marker blender, and then I also used polychromos pencils on top. And yeah, I was just slowly chipping away like between projects. I'd come back to this, and I never finished it, but that's okay. I asked the question on my Instagram. I think I may have asked it on YouTube. If people consider a book that just has a whip in it uncolored book, or if you consider it a colored book. It was interesting to hear people's feedback. And for me, I think I would consider books that have whips like this one. There's nothing else colored in it as a colored book. But I would put it in its own category of a whip book. Because it doesn't have a completed page in it. Because I feel like if I just say it's an uncolored book, I feel like, for me personally, I feel the pressure that I need to work on it right away. Like, I need to finish that right away, and I don't want to push myself. So I've kind of broke it down. So I have 3 categories. I have my uncolored books, my colored books, and, well, I guess it's not colored books, completed pages books, and my whip books. So yeah, I've decided to classify it into 3 things, so that way there's no bad vibes and everything's good, because coloring is coloring even if you only did a little bit. So that's my first whip, and my second whip is in this one. And this is the Pop Harry Potter Funko Pop coloring book. And I wanted to test the paper, so I started working on this page with the dragon coming out of the egg. And I think this is like the first movie when the kids are like, Hagrid, where'd you get a dragon egg, you know? And come to find out, he got it from the bad guy, which was the Professor Quirrell, in a bar. But yeah, the egg came out, and I think he names the dragon Norbert. And I colored Ron and Harry with Prismacolor pencils, and then the stool I had done water-based markers and then put pencils on top, because I wanted to see how it would do like for bleed through, and I didn't see any bleed through with the water-based markers. And the Prismas do really well and blend really well. There's lots of large spaces, so it eats away your Prismas pretty fast. So I was like thinking, okay, you can use good pencils for like small things, but for the larger areas, you would want to use something that you don't mind burning through, or a supply that covers a lot of ground. And I actually had a buddy color in this book, and I'm going to show you that because that was my last whip. And it's this one right here. So this one was a buddy color. Just make sure you guys can see it without the glare because there's a little bit of a glare. But, so this one was Buddy Color with Tiffany. Tiffany, it's like 672024 on Instagram. She messaged me and said, do you want to do a Buddy Color in this? And I said, sure, I'd love to. And it works for my Harry Potter coloring the movies thing. So even better. This scene is off of the 4th movie when he's in the Triwizard Tournament. And he's being interviewed by Rita Skeeter or something like that. And so I had to watch the movie because it put me in the mood to watch the movie. And then I made sure I got the coloring right on her. And that was a lot of brick work. This down here, I used Neocolor 2s and I activated it with the alcohol blender. Just the Ohuhu alcohol blender. You could use any of them. So it was something similar to like that. Just a 0. They work really well to activate ink tints or Neocolor 2s. And then I went on top. All the pencil work was done with the Evazar colored pencils because they're a lot more affordable than Prismacolor pencils. And they're really soft. So I went ahead and used that. There is some glitter here and there. The blue glitter, I believe, is a glitter acrylic marker. And the gold is a spectrum, or not a spectrum, a Sparkle Pop gold. But yeah, there's a little bit of shine because it is a wax-based pencil. But yeah, I tried to put some Jelly Roll glaze inside the glasses so that there was a little bit of a glare. But it didn't come out very thick, and then it started making my black ink smear, and so I did the best I could. Something I'm doing with all my coloring pages is I'm putting a little golden heart on all of my coloring pages. I started doing that last month, so you can pick out the golden hearts. Yeah, just like as my signature because I'm Jamie's Coloring Love. And so, yeah, I think this looks really good, and I'm really proud of myself for finishing it. That is a lot of gray, and I did not have a gray Neocolor 2. Oh, yeah, I blended this out with alcohol marker, the blender pen, so you can use those for blending your pencils. What I would suggest, since this book has lots of brickwork, I really want to invest in some gray Neocolor 2s because it would just save me a lot of time, and there wasn't really any bleed through, and I didn't want to ruin this one because I really love this scene when they get the papers out of the Triwizard cup and stuff. So yeah, I'm glad how it turned out, and I think the blends did really well considering it wasn't a Prismacolor compared to like the one I did with the Prismas right here. They blended really good too because they're Prismas, but this wasn't Prismas and they did a really good job too. So yeah, and I'm going to show you Tiffany's page. She got hers done a lot faster than me. I was struggling at the end to finish mine. So yeah, I want to thank Tiffany. I love that she did like that purple outfit for Rita. It's so much fun. And I actually took inspiration off of her floor when I saw her page because I wasn't sure what was floor and what was water. So I appreciate her sending me her pictures so that I knew what was what. So thank you so much, Tiffany. I enjoyed our buddy color, and I think both of our pages turned out really fun and really cute. All right, next one I have is in this Bull's Day Polis Furballs book, and this is by Diane Defar or Defal or something like that. And I did this one. So I had this thing about doing pink pumpkins this season, and for breast cancer awareness, but also I wanted to do something different than orange pumpkins. And I think next year I'm going to go for blue pumpkins, because blue pumpkins usually, if you go trick-or-treating, you have a blue pumpkin, it indicates you have a child with autism. So I think I'll do blue pumpkins next year. But yeah, I did all of these little pumpkins, and I based these with Neocolor 2s and Inktense pencils. And then I shaded on top with Polychromos, made it go a lot faster. I learned really fast with these double-sided books. If I'm using Neocolor 2s or Inktense pencils as a base, it makes the page come together so quickly. And then it's so rewarding when you finish. And then I added in these weeds in the background and then the clouds in the background with a stencil, just to give a different kind of background look, because that was just plain originally. I was a little concerned that my pumpkins were going to look like giant tomatoes, but I think they're okay. I think they look kind of pumpkinish, but a couple of them are borderline tomato looking. Maybe they're pumpkin tomato. Maybe they're crossbred. Who knows? But yeah, I got all those done and got my little cats. So I guess if I was doing a how many cats prompt, I probably did a lot of cats this month, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 just on that page alone. Yeah. So maybe next year, if Meg wants to do a how many cats for Halloween, maybe that one would be a fun one to tackle. Next page I have is A Million Little Monsters by Lulu Mayo. This one was a buddy color. Oh, I was going to do this, but I didn't do it. This one. So this is the page that I did. It's a teacup, and it's got all these little characters, and we have bats, and I have distress ink on the background. And this is a buddy color with, I think is it Libra? If I am pronouncing your name wrong, I do apologize. She's a new buddy color friend, and her Instagram handle is coloring and relaxing. So it's coloring dot relaxing. And so we colored this one together. And what did I use? I don't remember. Some kind of pencil. Something. I used something. Oh boy. Prisma. Okay, so I used Prismacolor pencils to color this. Maybe because I like the vibrancy of Prismacolor pencils. And then this is where I got another orange pumpkin, because I felt like it needed to be orange. And then I colored this. Now, I did have some smearing, as you can see right here, because I was using my black Papermate Flare to go over the black parts. And then after I did that, and then I went over the pencils and everything, it started to smear. And so I'm thinking I should have done that very last, but I was a little eager and did it before the last step. It is what it is. There is silver glitter gel pen on there, and that's the Sparkle Pop Silver. And yeah, it turned out really cute. And the color palette works. And he's wearing a costume. He's wearing a costume. She's wearing a costume. So that kind of works. This little gingerbread man reminded me of Gingy off of Shrek. And so every time I looked at him, it reminded me of Gingy. And there's my little golden heart right there. And I will show you Libra's page. She did a really cute job as well. She told me, hey, this could work for your Alice in Wonderland prompt for November too, because of the hearts and the teacup and everything. And she's right. We actually planned 2 buddy colors, but we only managed to get the one done this month. So yeah, I want to thank her for buddy coloring. and I still have the page flagged for the other one we are planning on doing, and hopefully I can get that one done in November if I have an opportunity. So that is in A Million Little Monsters. I did some cute, comfy, cozy, simple books this month because I really needed some simple pages. This one is just the comfy and cozy revised version by Jade Summer, and this is a very simple page. So I got a witch person here and a potion. So it's just the pumpkin, and I colored it with alcohol markers. There's a little bit of gel pens. I've used sparkle gel pen and moonlight gel pen. And I have created textures in the outfit, the curtains, the stripe on that hat. I had put stripes on that. But those are the only things I created textures on, if I'm looking right. Yeah, other than that, it's pretty basic. I didn't even color the background. I kept it really, really simple. And yeah, it turned out pretty cute. These always turn out really cute. You can go to town and really detail it and shade it out and everything. But I kept it pretty basic with just alcohol markers and gel pens. I didn't use any pencils on this one. And yeah, it works perfect for Halloween. And I couldn't color this pumpkin pink because this is too Halloween-y of a page. So it had to be orange. So that's why we have an orange pumpkin. But yeah, got a witch and another potion. Oh, I guess this would have counted as a witch too. I think I only counted this one. So then it would have bring my witches total up to the 5 mark. So that's a good thing. And that ghost wasn't a pink ghost. He's a light blue one, so that works. I really enjoy those simple coloring books because you can get a page done really quickly and it's like really rewarding. I really enjoy that. The next page I have is another one of the simple ones. It's called Spooky Moments, Cozy and Coloring Book. This one was a new book for me, so I really wanted to get into it, especially during spooky season, because I had a feeling if I didn't get to it, I probably wouldn't color it until next Halloween. So I really wanted to get into it. And I just did this one. So I chose this one because I had the movie Little Shop of Horrors in my head. I've also seen the play, and it's really, really funny. So if you haven't seen it, it's about this guy that finds a plant and he raises it in his plant shop, and the plant is actually an alien from outer space, but it starts to grow into this monstrous type plant, and it wants blood, and it wants, you know, people. It wants to eat people and stuff as it gets bigger. And yeah, it just reminded me of the whole show, you know, because he wants to care for his plant so bad he'll do anything for the plant. I did alcohol marker base. I shaded with colored pencils, and I'm not sure which pencils they were. It was probably whatever was on the counter. Now, in these darker leaves, instead of shading with a darker shade, I actually shaded with a lighter shade, which makes me think it was Prismas because of how opaque Prismas are. So if you're ever shading with pencils, try shading with lighter shades instead of darker shades. It gives you a different effect. And then I put little dots with my Moonlight Jelly Roll to give kind of like a magical feel. And the background was plain white, and I added these lines with flowers on them to create a wallpaper effect. And I think it's pretty effective. I made the little flowers with Jelly Roll Moonlight. And yeah, I kept the color palette really simple, and I think it turned out really cute. And there's my little heart that I put on the planter. So there's that one. Towards the beginning of the month, I did manage to color a couple in Spooky Chibis coloring book by Alexandra Franzese. And these were just coloring for myself. I needed some easy colorings. And I did this girl with the pumpkin hat. And this is where I have the pink pumpkins. And there's my little heart on her jumpsuit. And I put a washi tape here and here, but I didn't go all the way around, just a little bit, because I wasn't trying to do anything major. And I used orange to accent, because I made my pumpkins pink. I figured I'd use the orange to accent her outfit. And purple hair, and there's some gold sparkle pop on there. And it turned out really cute, nice and simple, easy breezy coloring. And then I wanted to do this one. And this one was the perfect one for me to do my pink ghosts, because I wanted to do at least three pink ghosts, and I actually did 4 here. And so we have my little ghost characters, and she's all scared because she thinks it's a pink ghost. But her cat, I did 2 colors, white and like a tan color, and she's got sparkle pop black, but it kind of turns red in the bats in her hair and on her shoes. So it doesn't actually look black, it actually looks more red-ish pink when it's activated. And then I have my little heart right there. And I created my light effect so it went over the flashlight because of how much light was going, and then my grass would be different color where there's light. So yeah, I didn't want to worry about the background. I wanted to try to keep these as simple and stress-free as possible. So that's why I didn't do any background. That works. I got another simple one. So this is Coco Wild's Little Spooky, Cute, and Comfy coloring book. And this one was a last minute one. I did this one right here. So I got a pink ghost. And yeah, this was pretty much just alcohol markers. And I used some gel pens as well. There's a little bit of like glitter gel pen in the sand inside this little fishbowl thing, or I guess crab bowl. And there's these little skull heads. That would be a good one too, Meg. Like count skulls. Maybe next year. That would be a good one too. I did put dots in on the wallpaper. That was something that wasn't there. I added stickers to the books and to the cup. And yeah, I watched Color with Claire's video when she was coloring these simple books, and she talked about when adding white highlights to break it up with dots. So I tried that technique where you create the white highlight and then you break it up with a couple dots and then add another dash. So that was a new technique that I used on this. And I tried to keep the colors limited because I didn't want too many colors going on. But I don't have like a full set of Ohuhus because a lot of mine have died. So I just kind of use what I can. I could have turned this into a see-through ghost, but I didn't want to like add in the bookshelf and the background and all that stuff. I just wasn't in the mood. I needed something really simple. I did this on Halloween between costume parades, getting kids ready for trick-or-treating. I only had like 30 minutes to color, so this is what I accomplished in 30 minutes. And yes, I did get a gold heart in there, so that is good. Sometimes the simple ones and needing just to color something quick is very therapeutic and very good. I colored in Matchstick Mouse Halloween coloring book by Morgan O'Brien. I had a few flagged in here, but I only managed to color one. And this one is one of my favorites. It's this one right here. This was the first one I think I colored this month. That was Halloween-y. And there's my pink pumpkins. They're so happy. And something that I started doing with my whole light effect things is I create the light effects with my alcohol markers, and then I use my Moonlight Jelly Roll that's yellow and create these little dots all around to give it kind of a magical, like, sparking effect, kind of like a sparkler, like a fireworks sparkler. And I made this jar look like it had fireflies in it. That's why there's yellow dots in it. And then I have autumn leaves, obviously. And this had to be pink and black bunting because I have pink pumpkins. And I think the little bat guy mouse turned out really cute. And I added extra hair with different sizes of white gel pen to give more finer details. And I outlined him with black Jelly Roll glaze. So there's some Jelly Roll glaze. And with these circle ones, I usually like to date it like this. Just something I like to do. And I really enjoy how this one came out. Next one I have is this one, a Whimsical Halloween Grayscale coloring book. Now, I do have a whip in here that I started last year. And let me see if I can find it. That's the one that I did this time, but where is it? That one. So this one I started last year, and I did it with Black Widow pencils. I can't find my Black Widow pencils. I know they're in the house somewhere, but yeah, things are kind of in chaos. So I didn't finish this because I really wanted to be able to have these same purples and blues. So I need to find my Black Widow pencils to finish that. So I decided just to do one in alcohol marker, and I did this one. And I thought that this teal color worked really well with the pink. And so, yeah, I had my pink pumpkin, and then I kind of made a pinkish sky, and then green grass. I alternated different colors of green, and I think that works out really well. Then I put my little heart in the sunflower there, and then I have two little black kitties right here to go. And I don't want, when I color black kitties, I actually don't use black. I use different shades of gray because I don't want to hide the grayscale that Molly Harrison has so kindly put in these books for us. And then I went over all the little stars and dots all around with I think it was a Jelly Roll Moonlight, or not Moonlight, just a Jelly Roll White, because my Unisigno is too thick of a pen, and same with my my like paint pens, they're just too thick of a nib, so I needed to do it with the gel pen just to give a sparkle magical effect. And when I do that, I usually like to put little dots around the cheeks too, because I feel like it makes them look magical. Yeah. And then, of course, I colored the border pink to go with my pink thing. And there's my little golden heart. Oh, I did two. Maybe I didn't realize I had one in one spot. So there's two on this page. Oh, well. I guess it counts for two because of two double kitties. There you go. So that's Whimsical Halloween Grayscale coloring book. Now, if you guys are curious, like what kind of books I would recommend for new colorists, I highly suggest Molly Harrison coloring books, especially these grayscale ones, because it has that heavier grayscale and you can color it straight, and they work out looking so great with just a basic color. And yeah, they're really fun, and they turn out to be really cute. So yeah, I highly recommend Molly Harrison books. Let me see what else I got. Tiny Rooms by Jade Summer. Now this is a buddy color, and I did this one with Brittany, and her IG handle, her Instagram handle is Coloring Through It. And we did this one, the Spooky Room. Yeah. I'm not a big Halloween person, I'll be honest. I don't like creepy. I don't like gory. I won't go in a haunted house. But I did the spooky room. And I managed to squeeze in a couple pink pumpkins. But I did do an orange pumpkin here and here. So I got a little bit of both. Yeah, after... when I colored this, I thought, ooh, this could be slime and that could be slime. And then I looked at Brittany's page and she did it as blood. It makes more sense to be blood. So I'll show you Brittany's here in a second. After I colored the background, it was all this purple color. I felt like it just looked too plain. So I added dots here to create texture. I hate it. I think I made a boo-boo, but it is what it is. And since I had the green slime, I couldn't make my zombie hands green. It didn't make sense, so I made them like a teal color. Yeah, I think my favorite things on this page, if I have to break it down, is I like my ghost garland. That would be a good one too. How many ghosts? I do like the potion here. How I did my bubbles. This little werewolf stuffed animal's pretty cute. I do like how I did the ratted tablecloths, and I like how I do my skulls. And of course my kitties. I have 2 more kitties. But yeah, it was a labor of love between different alcohol markers, Bic Ultrafines, and gel pens. I didn't use any pencil on this. And I will show you Brittany's page. I think Brittany did an awesome job. I actually like Brittany's better than mine. Yeah, I think she did an incredible job on hers. Thank you so much, Brittany. I know we were going to do a space page back in Space-tember, and we didn't manage to get it done. I'm so glad that we were able to get one done in this book for October. Yeah, so yeah, that was a fun, creepy, spooky page for Halloween. Next one I have is 50 Monster Theme Miniatures by Camellia Angel Kova. This one is a new book to me. Well, I guess it's not a new book. This is an uncolored book, so it counts for Color Your Horde. And me and Meg decided to do this one. Meg didn't get hers done, but that's okay. I didn't get my 7 dwarves done, and she got hers done. So it is what it is. It works. I made, 3 pink pumpkins again. And I made each one of these monsters represent one of my children. So this one would be my daughter. And this one would be my son. And this is my oldest son. And my oldest son is very quiet. He doesn't talk much. And my middle son, he's really loud. You've probably heard him in a lot of videos and stuff. I don't think he realizes how loud his voice goes because he's autistic. So it's almost like he can't hear how loud he is. So I thought this was perfect for him. And then that left this one to be my daughter. So that works. And I put a little sticker here that says, if you're lucky enough to be different, never change. Because I feel like if you're different, like you have autism, you wear glasses, you're diabetic, any differences in your life, never try to change yourself to be someone you're not. Be who you are, no matter what. And I thought that this page would be very fitting for that quote. And there's my little golden heart on that pumpkin. And I use alcohol markers and gel pens. I love creating the fur textures like this. It's just so much fun with gel pens. And then the sparkle, like right here, is Sparkle Pop gel pen. And the background is inks with a stencil. And then I added additional grass right down here. And this little flower, or not flower, the bow is a sticker as well. Yeah, I really like how this turned out. I have a few more flagged in here. Like I wanted to do this one. The monster's scared and she's in her bed. I thought that was really cute. And then I thought this one would have been perfect for Halloween, but I didn't get a chance to color in that. But I'll have to look through this and see if there's anything that I can color that is not necessarily a Halloween-y, but just a fun monster page that I could color maybe in November. So that's 50 monster themed miniatures. I really enjoyed coloring in this book. So if you have this book and you want a buddy color in a page, let me know, because I actually had a good time coloring that page. So yeah. I have this one, which is Fairy Beauties by Coco Wild. Now I'm part of Jenny's Pages group buddy color. There's a lot of us, so I'm not going to name every single person, but I posted on Instagram everybody's picture on my Instagram feed that got it done this month, and this month's page was this one right here, the Acorn Fairy. And I did her relatively at the beginning of the month. And I guess in my mind, all I can think is acorns are brown and golden and things like that. I couldn't see any other color palette in my brain. And it's fall. So this is what I came up with. It's alcohol marker based, but I have shaded with pencils. And in her hair, there's a lot of the Sparkle Pop glitter gel pen throughout that. And in the background I did some distress ink because I didn't want to go in and try to color all that and dodge all this stuff. If I have another page like this, I may opt to black it out and create my own background. I don't know. We'll see. This is just my second page in this book. I did this one last time. And then now there's 2 done. And then I flagged the other 2 that they've already done and before I joined the group in case I want to play catch up. And then I have my golden heart right here. And they picked another page for this month of November. And they have like a certain color palette that they're doing, but I haven't worked on that one yet. So that's Fairy Beauties by Coco Wild. I have Cozy Spaces. So this one I got done very last minute. And this one is a project book with a group. The head of the group is Squishy Colors. And the page that they picked was this one. So I made my pumpkins pink. And I actually created patterns in them to give more like a quilted pumpkin look. Alcohol markers. I did use my white acrylic paint pen to go around the ghost. It did kind of turn yellow a little bit right here. Maybe it's because my orange marker wasn't quite dry. But that's okay. Again, I did my same lighting effect that I talked about in my Matchstick Mouse page right here. And I added little yellow dots to the mushrooms. I wanted the mushrooms to be different colors instead of the traditional mushroom. Now these ones I did do reddish brown like a traditional mushroom, but the other ones I wanted to make more fun. And I figured it was nighttime, so I made it nighttime outside and in the tunnel. And there's my golden heart here. And then I did a washi tape border to trim it all off. And so that worked out. And I think, how many pages have I done in this book? So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've done 6. So I've done 6 in Cozy Spaces, which is pretty good progress for me. Usually I do like 1 or 2 and then go to the next book. So far so good. I'm doing pretty good in there. Just trying to stretch. Alright, this is my portfolio book. I have printed off several different things in here, but this is where my my timeline book is. I'm thinking I might take it out so I don't have this massive thing to deal with, but this is the Drawing the Timeline book. I bought the PDF because it was cheaper for me to do that, and I just printed it off and put it in here. And this is a project book. I can't even talk. Sorry about that, guys. With Coloring Biker Mama. And I wanted to support her in her project book. And so I started with the group. So this is the one that I started with. This is Casper Faber. And it talks about Faber-Castell. So since it was Faber-Castell, I based this with alcohol markers and shaded with polychromos because polychromos are Faber-Castell. And yeah, it's okay. I mean, hopefully there's not too much of a glare. I'm trying to keep it away from the light. But it's okay. Do I love it? No. I saw some other people do this one and it was like they knocked it out of the ballpark, and I just love theirs, which made me feel worse about mine. So it was like, oh, I shouldn't look at other people's because I felt worse about mine. But it's okay. That's what I'll say. It's okay. It works. Next month, I'm guessing we're going to be doing this one. I haven't seen a post. Maybe she has posted, but I think she's doing this in order. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out my pages and put them like in just like a loose folder. And then when I get 2 pages done, then I'll put them together and laminate them. And that way I can have a fully laminated book in the end of all of these. I wish that this came as a full thing, not sectioned off like that. But when you buy the PDF, that's how it is. Yeah, thinking about maybe doing that, or maybe just transferring this into a smaller portfolio so I don't have this massive thing in my box every single month when the book is really not this thick. I would rather have something a lot thinner. It makes it easier for me to store. So I'm still trying to figure it out. If I had a way to spiral bind everything, I would, but the only way for me to do it is to take it to a shop and have it done. And yeah, so any suggestions? Maybe I'll just put it in plastic sheets. And I do have those little rings that you can clip to put, like if you're making a key ring or something. Maybe I can create something myself. So still thinking about what I could do to create my own book here for this, because we've got plenty of these characters. And now that I've seen other people do this, now I have a better feel of what I may or may not want to do. So yeah, but this guy talks about Prismacolor, so probably use Prismas on this guy. I don't know, we'll see. But that was for Coloring Biker Mama. And if you guys didn't know, I love to do my cats orange because I'm into the orange tabby. So with a whole book of cats, this should be interesting. And then my final page is in Woodland Kingdom coloring book. And since this is an Asian book, it counts for my Asian hashtag, which goes on until the end of November, by the way. And this is a buddy color with Sherry and Christina. We've tried to do it every month. I think we're going to be taking a little bit of a break because we have a lot going on. And we've picked out a double page spread, but we're not going to worry about finishing it until January for the next one. So this one, you won't see this book probably in November or December. But the page that we did is this one. So, talk about mine for a minute. I've used alcohol markers. What is on my book? Paint dot or something. Alcohol markers, and I've used, I actually used some sparkle watercolor paints on my rainbow. I've got Sparkle Pop, I've got Jelly Roll Moonlight, and that's also on the stars. Yeah, I tried to make this Halloween colors instead of, I mean, I could have went blue sky, bright, pretty rainbow and everything, but since it was Halloween, I tried to go for more of a nocturnal look with the fall colors and Halloween colors. I've got them all there. And I tried to have some of my trees be autumn trees. And this is the castle. Now, I've done the castle before, and let me find it. And it was right here. This is the castle. But obviously, I made it look more like a Mario castle. And here, I think this is supposed to be the same castle, but this is now purple. So maybe I'm having different castles on mine, but it works. It's fine. Yeah, this was really fun to color, and I want to thank the girls for coloring this with me. I will show you Sherry and Christina's pages. They both do an amazing job every single time. I'm always just so floored what they do, and it's just incredible our different takes on the same page, and this paper takes media great, so it gives you like the creative liberty to do so much more. And so I want to thank those lovely ladies for coloring with me, being excellent buddy colorists, and always following through. You guys are awesome, and I just love coloring this book with you. Very stress relieving, this book. So if you have this book and you're scared to color in it, please don't be. It really is a wonderful book and easy to color in. So yeah, thank you, Christina, and thank you, Sherry. I really appreciate your coloring with me. So yeah, that is all I have for the month of October. I wanted to get so much more done. You know, we all do, right? You always want to do more than what you normally do. But that's all I could get done. And before I end this video, I just want to let you guys know that I have a few hashtags that are going on for the month of November. And I'm going to post them, like put the little thumbnails somewhere here, so you guys know. I have the Asian hashtag, which is coloring in any Asian coloring book, all the way until the end of November. So I've been doing that since August, so we're still good until the end of November. And then I also have a new hashtag that I'm really excited about. It's the Alice in Wonderland hashtag, and it's called NOV Mad Tea Party 2024. And I'm doing this hashtag with Meg's Coloring Corner, previously known as Disney Meg, just so you know who we're talking about. And I'm doing it with Julian at Art, and then I'm also doing it with Doodle Robot. And all of those colors are amazing, and I know they can do a great job co-hosting. We're hoping that this will take a good flight, and maybe every November can be a Mad Tea Party month, and we can focus on Alice pages because there's so many. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a video sharing all of my Alice pages with you guys. Holy cow, I just got done pulling all the books. I have like 6 stacks of books to share with you, and because I have a large collection. But oh my gosh, that one's going to be a long video. The next hashtag is my Coloring the Movies hashtag. So it's Coloring the Movies 2024. And the movie that I chose, obviously, is Alice in Wonderland. But I'm focusing more on the Alice in Wonderland, not the Disney version, but the one with Johnny Depp and the more live action one. And you can go off of either the first movie or the second one, whichever you want to do. I did put a suggestive color palette. If you like to use color palettes and do that, you can. Or you can just color an Alice in Wonderland page and you can count it as Coloring the Movies. So you can actually count it for both hashtags. Whatever you want to do. I'm excited to see your page. And then the last one I'm doing is going to be my Portrait Year of Color. And the theme for Portrait Year of Color is going to be blonde hair with glasses. So color any person with blonde hair and has glasses. I felt like it, when I was looking through pictures and things, trying to decide what I wanted to do, the picture that I put on the thumbnail looked very cozy and warm, autumn, kind of Christmassy. In the picture, if you look really close, the mug says Merry Christmas. And I think of, if you're wearing glasses and you're cozy and warm, I think of cuddling up with a good book and sitting in front of that fireplace and just, you know, all that stuff. So I thought that this would be a good one. And not overly complicated. And there's a lot of books like Daria Draws. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce her last name. She has a lot of books that have girls with glasses in them that are great portrait books. If you just look through your portrait books, you'll find girls with glasses. They're all over. There's a lot without glasses as well. But like Christine Karen has some. I mean, they're there. You just have to kind of look. Yeah, I think it'll be really fun to see what you guys come up with. Now, my Fox Family Color Along, I have decided to stop my Fox Family Color Along. A lot of us got behind on our pages, as I did. And we kind of finished all the holiday pages. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the Fox Family Color Along. And I want to thank everybody that participated and supported me in that color along. I really appreciate it. Everybody's work and what you guys did and just the tremendous support. And you can still access all those pages on Instagram. And since I have started the Eerie project book of the time traveling book, I'm going to try to aim my focus away from that color along towards the Eerie color along, or the Eerie project book, because we have several members in there and I haven't even started mine. And so I feel I need to kind of turn focus a little bit. And if you want to join that Eerie book, project book group, please let me know on Instagram and I can add you to the group. A lot of us are still just started, so it's not like we're way into the book or anything. And it's a go at your own pace type of thing. And yeah, it's the one that's the World Heritage Through Time is the one that we're doing. And if you're not sure which one that is, you can message me and I can show you the front of the cover. Or, yeah. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and had lots of fun. And I will be recording another video very soon with my Alice pages. It will be a lot of fun. It's going to be longer. And I may need to break it down to 2 parts. Just depends how fast, and I'm a chit-chatty type of person. So we'll see how it goes. Have a fabulous day, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know what your favorite page was. I think for me, it may seem silly, but I think that Matchstick Mouse one was my favorite. It was really simple, but I think that one was my favorite. But I'd love to know what your guys' input was. Have a fabulous day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends.